My name is Sydney, I'm 11 years old, and last summer my mom flew off to Europe for an entire month, pressing a single wrinkled $20 bill into my hand. "Look at you, all grown up now," she said with a wide, cheerful grin as she dragged her luggage toward the door. "You're not a little kid anymore, just get delivery if you feel like it, all right, grown up." That was her favorite word, not mine. I stared at the crumpled bill in my fist. $20, not a strategy. Not a sitter, not even a proper farewell. Just a quick peck on my forehead, the rumble of wheels down the driveway, and the front door clicking shut behind her. "I'll manage," I said aloud to the empty hallway, as though speaking it could force it to be true, but my fingers were trembling. The house was completely silent, no one to prepare meals, no one who even realized I'd been abandoned here by myself. I tried to turn it into some kind of test I could pass. Day one, I told myself, I'll show I can deal with this. I arranged the few cans on the pantry shelf, inspected the fridge that was already mostly bare, and pushed my panic down as deep as it would go. If my mom believed I was mature enough, then maybe she needed to see what that actually meant. Because as those weeks dragged on, the $20 would vanish, the groceries would disappear, and the quiet in our home would grow into something heavier than simple solitude. And when she finally returned, what she discovered inside the house made her murmur, "No, this can't be real." Do you want to hear how being abandoned with just $20 at 11 led to the single choice that forced my mom to regret every action she'd taken toward me? Stick around until the end, and you'll learn exactly how I ensured she would never be able to erase it from her mind. The first real crisis struck about 10 minutes after the cab disappeared down the street. My mom had casually dropped a glossy emergency credit card on the kitchen counter, as if that solved everything. There was only one problem: it wasn't activated, and I had no idea what the PIN might be. I learned that the hard way, standing there with my phone, attempting to place an order and watching every payment app decline the card again and again. So it was only me, a useless card, and $20. On day one, I turned it into a challenge. I cut the bread into the thinnest slices possible, spread the peanut butter so sparingly it hardly showed, and convinced myself that true survivors knew how to ration. I even told myself silently that this could become an interesting tale one day. By day 3, the humor had completely faded. The pantry resembled one of those sad before photos in ads about food insecurity. A few cans I wasn't sure how to open without injuring myself, a cereal box that was mostly empty space, and a jar of pickles I couldn't stand. My stomach rumbled so loudly it would have mortified me if anyone had been around to hear. I tried to keep busy. I switched on the television and let whatever shows were on fill the air just so the house wouldn't feel so eerily quiet. I opened my mom's laptop and scrolled through her overflowing work inbox as though those messages mattered more than anything else. At one point, I pulled out my journal and wrote in large letters across the top of a fresh page, "Proof." Beneath it, I jotted down, "Abandoned at 11, $20, no meal plan, no contact." I wasn't completely sure what I'd do with it yet, but putting it on paper shifted something inside me. If they believed I was responsible enough to stay alone, then I was responsible enough to document every detail, to record every moment.
I can't tell all in the short story. For the full story, link below.